Hello. It's Kelly BL Chef, and I'm here with Yoshi, and we're back for another episode of MUMU-TOFU Story.
MUMU-TOFU Story. Season song.
Yay! That was great. Oh, and we're on episode 13, and it doesn't feel like we're stopping anytime soon, so let's go. I'm very excited. Okay. Excuse me.
ซีนเปิดนี้ด้วยไงที่เราเดินเนี่ยเดินกันแบบโอ้โหขอพูดหน่อยอีซีนนั้นอันนี้ที่ไหน
I don't know why I felt like something big was going to happen. I don't think anything
ไม่ได้เป็น
does.
คนไม่ชอบอาบน้ำ ชอบอาบน้ำมากแต่อาบแต่ละทีมันคือเรื่องใหญ่เรื่องโต
อาบจริงจังมากเอาหัวไป
What does that mean? Yay, we're eating.
What is that?
It's on the menu. I don't know.
มูมู
It's freaking me out though.
ซีซั่น2
มาจับขอจับดีนะมาจับ
แต่ตอนนี้คือผิดแผนนิดนึงคือฝนตกน่าจะได้แบบขับเฉียวๆถ้าไม่งั้นจะพาเดินไปถึงดีแล้วที่ฝนตกนู่นเลยไปทำไมทำไมนั่นเดี๋ยวไปทำไมจะได้พากันไปพากันไปไหนก็ผ่านแล้วมันใกล้ไงเลยแบบว่าไปดูซะหน่อยลองไปดูรอดูเลยลองไปดูว่าตอนนี้จะเป็นยังไงใช่ตอนนี้เป็นไงที่จริงคิดไว้ในหัวว่าอยากจะไปเล่นแบบซีนอะไรอย่างงี้ที่แบบวิ่งเดี๋ยวจะวิ่งอะไรอย่างงี้เสียดายตอนนี้สักแต่ไม่ว่าตอนนั้นนี่คือแบบว่านี่ก็ไปทำนู่นก็ไปทำนี่ก็ทำนี่
ซีนพระเอกไงซีนพระเอกก็ต้องไปบูเดี่ยวไม่ใช่ซีนพระเอกซีนตามนิสัยไอ้พญามันไม่ใช่เรียกว่าซีนพระเอกนิสัยมันชอบไปคนเดียวแล้วที่ฝึกมาให้เป็น
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was.
แต่ละอย่าง
Yeah, it drove me
ซีนเปิดด้วย
insane.
ไงที่เราเดินเนี่ยเดินกันแบบโอ้โห
Why are you going by the water? You had one job. Stay away from the water.
มันไม่ง่ายนะเพราะว่ามันเดินเป็น10
You
กว่า
had
คน
one job.
ตรงนั้นน่ะมันลกไปหมดแล้วทุกคัททุกแบบแอคชั่นจะต้องมีคนสะดุดจะต้องเริ่มใหม่
มันก็ต้องมีบ้าง
ปุ๊บใครสะดุดเอาคัทเอาใหม่
แล้วบางทีก็ไม่รู้ตัวด้วยเพราะปิดโมง
I love the word for tripping
ปิดโมงแล้วใส่แว่นแล้วเรามองไม่เห็นพื้นแล้วเราห้ามก้มมองพื้นแล้วเราก็ต้องมองเงี้ย
หน้ายันแบบคนเซียนเขาเดินกัน
Okay, I don't know why we didn't get to read that. Okay.
Cool. Love that for us.
ไม่ใช่หน่วยซิลนะหน่วยเซียน
นี่หรอถึงแล้วหรอ
ตอนนี้ฉันขอเติมมันหรอก่อนสิ่งเลมอนโซดาซีโร่ชูการ์เข้าได้เลยจ้ะ
Oh, is this sponsored? I feel like it is.
ใช่ไม่รู้เลย
เข้าหน่อยครับขอบคุณครับ
Oh, they want to sponsor them.
Trying to get... I respect the hustle. Hey.
Do what you gotta do, man. They need sponsors.
If you can get somebody to sponsor you that you genuinely already use their products,
yeah
totally.
People was trying to be nasty with me about Earth Mix Space, and they were like, "It's just a commercial to sell stuff," and I was like, "That's what everything is. Sponsors are a part. Like, what are you talking about?"
That's what everything is. Everything. Yes. Congratulations. Welcome.
They were
capitalism.
trying to convince me that international fans weren't important for that one. And that one we actually were. We were a big chunk of their audience. And they were like, no, they don't need you because you're not going to buy any of that stuff. I was like, okay. You don't think we're coming to Thailand? We have been.
ที่นี่คือซีนเปิดรังสังหรณ์
คือตอนนั้นก็ทำได้หรอกแต่ตอนนี้ทำอย่างนี้
ถ้าตอนนั้นทำท่านี้ฉันว่าน่าจะมาทำท่านี้ใส่ครูเอนี่ขอตั้งหน่อยต้องเดินจากข้างล่างก่อน
แต่ว่านี่เราเล่นเป็นตัวเองใช่ปะ
Role playing ourselves.
ประกบหลัง
Like, don't. Shot like that.
ไป
Pew, 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 pew.
Shoot. Ha ha ha.
ผู้ร้ายอยู่ไหน
I love Babe's cunty little water gun walk. Like,
He's leaning back. Ka. Work. Gun.
Work.
What?
Work.
Turn to cross board. Gun.
Wow.
เฮ้ย
You dipped. Yeah.
ในวัดในวาวเล่นเลย
นี่ขนาดในวัดในวานะเนี่ย
Oh, the spin. Do it. Yes.
Slay.
Not like the leg.
กลับได้ปุ่นละ
No.
เค็มกินเค็มสุด
แล้วก็ดูออกกันหรือยังอะเนี่ยให้ดูชัดๆอีกทีหนึ่งก็คือตอนนี้น้ำขึ้น ตอนนั้นน่ะมันคือหาดตรงนี้นี่แหละที่เรากระโดดข้ามอ่ะปีนกันแล้วก็เดินเข้าไปในป่าตรงนู้นนะทุกคน
ๆแล้วคือเขาบอกหน่อย
Who knew all those houses were right there when they were doing those
ครู
scenes?
บอกว่าทุกคนต้องเล็งไว้แล้วขึ้นแค่แบบกึ๊บอย่างนี้ แต่ถ้าใน10 คนไม่ได้
Well, that would be, you
แค่แบบ
would have
ต้อง
to
แบบเราต้องเป็น
coordinate
ผู้เชี่ยว
it.
ชาญ
Mm-hmm.
กักขึ้นเห็นไหมล่ะ
นี่แหละ
You have to be
ยาก
like
นะมันไม่ใช่ง่ายๆแล้วเนี่ย
เราก็ต้องเล็ง
unison.
ของเราเองแล้วเราก็เดินขึ้นมาจากตรงนี้ ให้ปันหนึ่งว่าเราว่ายน้ำเข้ามาตรงนี้
แล้วประหนึ่งคือ ใส่แว่น ใส่โม่ง
That had
ทุ
to
ก
be
อย่างไม่รู้เลยว่า
miserable.
เป็นเรา
Oh God, yeah.
จบแล้ว
It's
ที่สำคัญ
hot.
เลยนี่
You're and covered in all that
Nee.
stuff. You're in the water.
อุ้ยตรงนู้นไงที่แกไปวิ่งอะไรกับเขาอะแต่ฉันก็วิ่งตามแกไปอะไปผลักยายชาติอะ
Oh, I remember that scene.
Oh, I do remember that scene. Yeah.
ก็ตรงนั้นน่ะที่ยายชาติ
Look at him
วิ่ง
go
ตามจะไปฆ่าแกนะแล้วฉันก็ไปผลักยายชาติอะ
แกเล่า
That's like the
เหมือน
first
ป้าเลยอะ
scene.
เป็นป้าข้างบ้าน
Yeah.
ไอ้ยายชาติไงไอ้ที่รู้จักเปล่าที่ไปช่วยตัวประกันเนี่ย
นี่แหละ
จะบ้า
เดินไปตรงกลางหน่อยหนึ่งแต่ไม่ให้เหงื่อออกเพราะขี้เกียจอาบน้ำละวันนี้ไม่อาบน้ำ
Mood.
อาบ
Too
รอบ
lazy
เดียว
to
พอ
shower.
หมดโควต้า2 รอบเช้าเย็น
หมดเลยคือ
โควต้า
ขอพูดหน่อย
อะไร
คือก่อนลงใช่ไหม
เออ
เขามีห้องน้ำแค่2 ห้องก่อนลงเล่นกับโลมาเขาบอกให้ล้างตัวนะครับอะไรเงี้ยแล้วนี่เสียงนี้ออกมาเขาให้อาบน้ำเลยใช่ไหม
เขาวิ่งบอกว่าใช่
ผมผิดเองเขาให้ล้างตัว ออกมาสักพัก
ทำไมอาบน้ำ
พนักงานทำไมเขาไปนานจังวะ
ห้องแรกเหรอห้องแรกเนาะ
ห้องแรกนานจังเขาให้ล้างตัว แล้วนี่ได้ยินเสียงแล้วโอ้โหอาบฉ่ำดูสบู่ฉ่ำ
สบู่
เพราะอะไร
กลัวน้องปลาโลมาได้กลิ่นมนุษย์
Manute.
ก็เลยให้กลิ่นหอมๆเลย
แล้วฉันรอจนแกเสร็จแกออกมาแล้วฉันเข้าไปแล้วฉันวีนเลยเว้ยแล้วบอกอีกคนก็ไปได้เหรอนี่บอกเพิ่งเข้า
นี่แหละ
พูดแล้วนะว่าให้อาบ
ก็พูดแล้ว
งั้นอย่าพูดว่าให้อาบ
ก็อาบไม่ได้เป็นคนชอบหมายถึงว่าไม่ได้เป็นคนไม่ชอบอาบน้ำชอบอาบน้ำมากแต่อาบแต่ละทีมันคือเรื่องใหญ่เรื่องโต
อาบจริงจังมาก
He's cracking
เรื่อง
up.
ใหญ่เรื่องโตไม่ใช่เรื่องเล็กๆในการอาบน้ำอ่ะ
โอ้โหมาป้าอย่าฝังนี้ไปนะ
มาป้า
ดูมันก็เป็นมิตรดูเละแบบ
He's like, let's not do that.
และอันนี้คือ วันนั้นก็ฝนตกแบบนี้นะวันนั้นก็คืมแต่ก็ต้องถ่าย
ช่วงนี้เลยไหม
ช่วงจะน่าจะเกือบค่ำกว่านี้หน่อย
ไม่หมายถึงว่าช่วงเดือน
เหรอพฤษภา
หน้าฝนน่ะที่รู้ๆโอ้
ถ่ายก็คือเนี่ยฮะทุกคนให้เห็นข้างหน้าไหม
He looked back at that dog.
ไปก็วิ่งไปอย่างเงี้ยนะ
วิ่ง
Make sure it's where it's
คือวิ่ง
supposed to be.
ไม่เท่าไหร่สงสารพี่ตากล้องที่เขานั่งอยู่บนรถแล้วก็เขาเรียกว่าอะไรเหมือนรถซาเล้งมีกล้องไปด้วยแล้วก็
นี่
ถ่าย
ฉันไปหาแกโดย การที่ฉันนั่งรถกอล์ฟ
แกไม่ได้วิ่งมา
ไม่ได้วิ่ง
อะไรวะถ่าย
ฉันนั่งรถกอล์ฟอย่างงี้ แล้วพอฉันไปถึงแล้วฉันก็เข้าซีนว้าผักยายชาติ
อ๋อใครนะ
ยายชาติอ่ะ
ยายชาติ
ไม่ได้ไง
ยายชาติอ่ะ
ก็ที่ไปสอบตำรวจแล้วขาหักก็ไม่ได้เป็นนั่นน่ะ
ยายชาตินั่นน่ะที่แบบว่าอยู่แก๊งเราตอนแรกอะนะ
ถูกแล้วก็เธอชอบแบบเป็นคนหัวรุนแรงนะ
ชอบโวยวาย
เป็นคน
โวยวาย
จำได้ยังเนี่ย
จำได้แล้ว
ยายชาติระดับ
ยายชาตินั่นน่ะ
แล้วสุดท้ายเป็นคนดีนะ
เป็นคนดีใช่เขากลับเป็นคนดีใช่สุดท้ายก็โดนยิง
เสียดายนะหัวร้อนไปหน่อยเป็นคนขุนหาง
Talking like these are real people.
He's a real guy.
ก้าวหน้าด้วยดูด้วยก้าวหน้า
Kauna, that's who played him. I was trying to remember who played that
เวลา
character,
นึกถึงเราหอนี่คือ
and I couldn't think of the name.
ผ่านกันมาได้ยังไง
ระวังเนี่ยฮารูฟึบ
ผ่านกันมาได้ยังไง
แต่ตอนนั้นน่ะมืดแล้วจำได้ว่าเป็นซีนสุดท้าย
ใช่
แล้วซ้อมคิวน้ำซ้อมคิวบูไปแล้วไม่ได้มีโอกาสได้เทคเยอะ
แล้วได้ไม่เต็มด้วยนะ เพราะที่เราซ้อมคิวบูเหมือนเวลามันไม่ทันมั้งมันก็เลยแบบตัดแค่แบบเป็นช่วงอะไรเงี้ยแต่ว่าก็ลอง
นี่แหละเราอยู่แค่ตรงนี้ก็พอ
นี่โอ้โหวิ่งไปถึงนู้น
ใช่
วิ่งไก่ชาติอ่ะถึงนู้นดูว่าไกลแค่ไหนดูดิอ่ะเนี่ยแค่เข้าเฟรมยังแบบ
Yeah,
แค่เข้า
that's
เฟรม
far.
นั่นเลย
That's so far. Good God.
เนี่ยพยาวิ่งเงี้ย
วิ่งกันเหมือนลุงแถวสวนลุม
ถึงกี่โมงอะ
วิ่งอยู่นั่นน่ะครูเอให้วิ่งอยู่นั่นน่ะ
Doing Mission Impossible now.
วิ่งยังไงก็ได้ไม่ให้หน้าม้าเปิด
ลองติดกาวดูลองไปถาม
วิ่งเงี้ยแล้วลมพัดเงี้ยไม่ได้
ลองไปถามแม่ลิซ่าดู
Asking Lisa.
ผมเปิดไม่รอเอาไหมวิ่งอยู่งั้นอะวิ่งอยู่งั้น
แล้วฝนตกด้วยอ่ะนั่นนะสนั่น
แต่เป็นอีกหนึ่งซีนที่ประทับใจมากและถ้าลางสังหรณ์ต้องมีซีนนี้เพราะว่าสวยมากๆกับ EP 1 EP เปิด
ทุกคนอาจจะเห็นโครงเหล็กโครงอะไรใช่ไหมแล้วจะบอกว่าไฟในการเซตติ้งอ่ะเขาโหดมากเลยนะเขาใช้แรงคนอ่ะในการโยนทุ่นอ่ะแล้วก็ให้มันพาดกับโครงอ่ะไปอีกฝั่งนึงแล้วก็ดึงลอกไฟขึ้นไปเพื่อที่จะเซตไฟอ่ะ
ทีมงาน
พอได้เห็นวิธีแล้วก็แบบ
ยอดมีคนเหนื่อยกับเราเยอะ
เขาก็คงทำกันบ้านมาตั้งแต่ตอนสเกลโลเคชั่นแล้วเราถ้าทีมไฟมาเป็นอย่างนี้ถ่ายแชร์
จำได้ว่าตอนที่เดินไปถึงความรู้สึกแรกคือแบบเฮ้ยนี่มันซีนแบบสวยอะสวยมากอะแบบโอ้โหก็จัดไปจัดอะไร
เรื่องไปสรรหาเนาะ
เก่งมาก
เลิศ
ซีนฮอลลีวูดชัด
เอาล่ะ
ใครไม่ได้ดูไปดูซะลางสังหรณ์นะครับ Idol Factory
ไปดู
All right.
เสร็จ
I feel like if you haven't seen it, what are you doing here? How do you know who they are?
If you haven't watched The Sign, how are you 13 episodes deep into season 2 of MUMU-TOFU? Like,
Exactly.
พยายามมา
Yeah, season 2.
10 คนล้มลุกคลุกคลาน
that means you've watched
แล้วก็จนต้อง
25 episodes of these two and not thought,
ว่าจะเป็นลม
I wonder what their drama was about.
เมื่อกี้ไม่ได้หลังหน้า
Like, be more curious, please, for the love of God.
นี่ไงถ่ายดูจอที่รถอ่ะโชกตรงนี้แหละพี่
ชัดเลย
บอกนี่นะนี่ตรงนี้เลย
นี่ชัดเลย
ต้นไม้นี่
ฉันจะพาแกไปกินยำปู
ลำลึกยำปูอ่ะ
ไม่ลำลึกอันเนี้ยฉันชอบร้านนี้มากฉันเคยมากินอยู่2 ทีนะฉันรู้ว่าแกชอบกินของสดและยำและปลาร้าลองดู ลองกินดู
เดี๋ยวลองดูลองหวานๆช่ำๆเลยใช่ไหมโชคไปดู
Someone was
บอกเลย
telling me
ว่า
how
ถ้าพอเสียไม่ต้องสืบเหมือนตูดไก่
Babe gets Billy to try new foods
มันถึงมัน
they typically wouldn't eat.
ยำปูอะเลสเบี้ยน
ก็คือยำ
Why are the crabs lesbian?
Why lesbians?
ยำยกร้านหนึ่ง
How do you know their
ยำปู
business?
เลสเบี้ยนหนึ่งหมูยอทอดปอเปี๊ยะทอดอีก
How do you know they're lesbians, though?
ของจีน
They have tiny little
อีก
crab tool belts on? What are you doing?
ข้าวเหนียวสี่หนึ่งจบ
Billy's just like, okay, whatever you say.
ช้าหน่อยแต่อร่อยน้ำเล็กแม่ค้าดุ
ดุน้ำเล้งน้ำเล้ง
นี่คือครั้งที่เท่าไหร่ครั้งที่สามจะกินปลาร้านัวมาก
Oh, he's not into that. Look at his face.
He's like, not super sure about this.
โอ้
I don't know if that O is good or bad. Oh no. No.
เดี๋ยวเขาคิดว่าเป็น AI อ่ะเขาไม่ใช่ตบจริงอ๋อตีไง AI
ที่ตีกันนะ
แต่ว่า
Oh, that AI, the fighting. I know what
ล
he's
องกิน
talking
ดีกว่า
about.
อาจจะมีลูกโดด
Look at the way he's looking at it.
He is so not sold on that yet.
แต่ว่าปลาร้าถึง
He keeps smelling it.
เล็กกระดองโซยกระดองมาแล้ว
แล้วหรอแล้วเอาจริงๆมันจะเป็นฟิลนี้นะ อันเนี้ยปูดอง
He hasn't touched a thing.
ฉันเคยอยากกินจนฝากเพื่อนอ่ะซื้อกลับ
หรอ
Oh, hide the
พอ
woman
มา
so
กิ
he
น
can stop
ก็
blurring
เลย
it.
พยายามที่จะถามทุกคนไงว่า เอาไหม
สรุป
ไม่มีใครเอา สงสัยจะยังไม่ได้อยู่ในมูดอยากกิน
หลายคนอยากกินเนี่ยข้าวเหนียวเปล่าก็กินแล้วเนี่ยข้าวเหนียวเปล่าก็เอา
เอาทำไมล่ะ
ไม่เอามาแล้วหรือเปล่าไม่ใช่
What are they waiting
แต่เลิ
for?
ศนะ
Is there more food coming, I
แก
guess?
ยังกินแบบว่าอะไร
Maybe?
ดิบๆดองๆนะ
ได้ครับ
ได้ครับ
โอ้ฉ่ำมาก
Oh, okay, there was more stuff coming.
ยำปูเลสเบี้ยน
Is it because it's all female crabs? Is that why he's saying that? That's my guess.
I have no idea, but I'm obsessed.
Oh, okay, he's waiting on the chicken.
เลิศเนี่ยละคือน้ำลายกดใส่
He swallowed his saliva.
ทำไมต้องเหล่มองนะคือขอกินไหมแกยังกินข้าวเหนียวเลยนี่ขอตักแค่นี้เอง
I feel like I'm not sure if he's still sold on that yet.
ไปคิดไป
Yeah.
มาแล้ว
Okay, they were waiting for something else.
ก็
Maybe they were waiting for all the food to arrive before they really eat.
โอ้
Hey, take that down. I can't see it. What is it?
ยำยกจากร้าน
ทำอยู่6 ล้าน
เลิศ
ใส่ไส้กรอก
ยกร้านเนี่ยมีทุกอย่างใส่ทุกอย่าง
I don't know if he sold on any of this. He looks very much like trust the process phase. Get the crab
ส่วน
salad,
ที่ฉันอยากได้
lesbian salad,
ไก่
chicken.
That chicken looks fire.
อืม
And that
Mhm.
pork sausage
เริ่ม
looks
แบท
good.
เทิลเริ่มแบทเทิล
All right, they're eating. Finally, I was stressed out for them.
ยำกับไม่เคยกินยำ
ใส่ปลาร้า
เขารสชาติดีรสชาติไลท์
Look at this little. He's taking little bites. Billy's like, Okay, he found something he likes.
สดไม่สดกินหัวปูรู้เลย
I wonder if it's his rich boy's palate or he just hasn't tried these things.
ออกแนว
I don't think this is for Billy.
เห็นไหม
Oh, he said yummy, very
He said
yummy.
yummy. Okay.
Okay.
The face did not convey yummy.
No, it didn't.
กุ้งไข่แมงดาไข่ปูขออนุญาตนะฮะใช้มือ
He's trying to figure out what is it he's gonna like. Some of that was a little spicy too. I think he's being careful.
Mm-hmm.
The lesbian crab. Working real hard on that crab.
Yeah.
บ้าไปแล้ว
I want some of that chicken. That chicken looks good.
ว่าไม่ได้เขาใส่ใจเพราะว่าเอาจริงเรากินยำอยู่เราก็ไม่ได้กินผักอะไรมากขนาดนั้นนะกินแต่เนื้อ
There's not the salad's just full of
แหน
crab.
มผักอะไรนั่นแหละ
This is the calmest eating I've ever
มื
seen
อเลย
you do.
จังหวะนี้เท่านั้น
I still don't think this
คือ
is
จังหวะ
Billy's
ไม่เขินกล้องเลยอะอยู่
Is he taking such tiny little portions? You notice that?
Mm-hmm.
ตัวจริงเรื่องกินปูมากกัดกบแก๊กอย่างเงี้ย
ต้องกินตรงเนี้ย
ส่วนนั้นทำไม่ได้
Eat it.
เราระวัง
Okay, he took a big bite that time.
ดูดปูเสียงดังมาก
ไม่สอนอะไรยำปูที่จริงใจอ่ะมันส่วนใหญ่คือยำปูก็คือแบบปูสองตัวนิดเดียว
อันนี้หลายตัวแล้วไก่ย่างรสชาติเป็นนอกมาก
น้ำพริกที่ดี
เลิศ
ลองกินหน่อย
Okay, I was like, is that a read? I can't tell.
ตอนอยู่ดอนตอนเด็กๆอ่ะไก่ฟิลนี้เลย
These are not familiar flavors. I feel like this is being in his foodie place. Okay, he likes the chicken. That was a quick Aloy. It did.
Yeah.
The other ones weren't very fast. Oh, he likes the chicken. He did not like that other stuff, Yoshi. He did not.
He's down with the chicken though. He's going for the chicken.
Mm-hmm. He took one bite of that chicken and was like, "Yeah, that's good." And he went right back.
Oh,
in.
they got more food.
I think he's eating the other stuff, but I prefer that.
จังหวะสับมะละกอ
I mean, he's getting more of it, so he clearly likes it. Eyes are
จะตั้งกล้องตรงเนี้ย ตอนฉันดูดปูอ่ะหน้าเต็มจอเลย
น้ำลายเซ็กซี่ดี
He said
Sexy. He
Okay.
did.
Oh, now he's doing it on purpose.
Now he's making eye contact with
He's
us
like,
while he sucks on the
mhm.
crab.
Yeah, he just moved his eye.
ไก่อร่อยมาก
Billy's just low key
Photo
today.
ที่บอก
He's
ว่า
low energy.
กินไก่ไปแค่ชิ้นเดียวพอโยโย่เอฟเฟกต์ซัดไปหลายชิ้นอยู่ไก่อร่อยจริง
He ate a lot of chicken. You heard that.
ภาพรวม
เฮ้ยแน่ใจ
He's like, you want to show him what we've done?
เมนูอะไรจำไม่ได้จำไม่ได้
Can't remember.
อันนี้ที่เขี่ยอะไรทิ้งหรือเปล่า อันนี้กินไปหมดเลยเหรอโอ้โหเกลี้ยงโอ้โห
Hey, and they went off.
จบคลิปนี้
I love that they eat. I love that they can eat. That's my favorite thing.
ตั้งชื่อว่าเมนูปูดูดละดูดจนละอุ้ยกินจนหน้าบวมเลยพวกเราอะเวอร์ป้าคลิปนี้
แฮปปี้เอนดิ้งมาก
Happy
คลิป
ending
นี้ปลาโลมาก็น่ารักปูก็ดู
Dolphins
ด
are very
ปูดูด
cute.
ปูดูดเก่งเกินตายเลย
Okay.
ฟินอะ
โอเค
กรุงเทพกันดีกว่า เจอกันใหม่คลิปหน้านะครับ ดูกันว่าเราจะพาทุกคนไปทำอะไร อาจจะไม่เป็นเที่ยวแต่เป็นทำบ้าง
A religious place.
Religious place.
Where you going next, bud?
ครับ
Bye-bye.
Where are you going?
Yeah, where you going next, bud?
What do you mean religious place? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
What? Y'all just went a religious place with your family.
You did a whole temple thing. There was
Yeah,
a
so
parade?
โอ้ยคนเยอะเลยนี่ไงก็แต่ครับเข้ามากันอ๋อต้องเอาบัตรก่อนเอาบัตรมาอันนี้คือมุมลิซ่าทุกคน
oh, it is a religious place.
ฉันแบบว่ายอมรับในตดของฉันซะอะไร
ฉันไม่เขินแกแล้วไงเข้าใจปะ
ได้เลย
ฉันไม่เขินแกแล้ว
เราไม่ใช่ดาราเราเป็นคนรักกัน
โอ้โหหลุดมาแล้วเนี่ยรักกันจริงเปล่า
รักกันจริงครับ
I mean, yeah.
You know what that makes me think of, though? It makes me think of what Tahu said last year at Songkran. He said, we can't be lovers, we're celebrities.
Mhm.
And he just said, we're not celebrities, we're lovers.
Yeah.
He's
He's letting you know what his priorities are.
yeah, that's interesting.
He's a lover before he's a celebrity.
He was like, I'm not going to follow that rule.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. I am with you. We might be actors, but also, he said, you let the secret slip out. Wait a minute, Yoshi.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. They did this low-key episode, and then they were like, right at
By the
end.
way, here's this last 3 seconds. Enjoy this.
Now we gotta wait a whole
โอ้ย
week.
คนเยอะเลยนี่ไงก็แต่ครับ
And it's such a nondescript clip as well. It's just like they're walking around talking about tickets.
อันนี้คือมุมลิซ่า
Oh, it's Lisa. Yeah, this is where Lisa came.
Nice. Okay.
ยอมรับใน
Yeah.
ตดของฉันซะอะไร
ฉัน
Talk
ไม่เขิ
about
นแกแล้วไง
farts. Yeah,
ฉัน
farts.
ไม่เขิน
That's how they got
แก
in. He's like, I'm farting in front of you. Yeah.
โอ้โหหลุด
Oh,
มา
I was
แล้วเนี่ย
gonna
รักกันจริ
pause
งเปล่า
it.
รักกันจริงครับ
Damn it. I was gonna pause it, but it wouldn't come up. Here it is.
I hear the ice cream. I'm an adult. I don't need to chase the
เป็น
ice
คนรัก
cream
กัน
man.
โอ้โห
We're not celebrities, but we're lovers. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I
the
don't
clip.
know how clear they can be at this point. It is.
Everybody's like, will you not accept it because it's on a vlog about their life together?
About their lives, where they're literally just like going, or I can't. Ugh. Hey,
What are we doing? Like, what are we
doing? What are we doing?
There's still someone. I guarantee you, there's still someone who's like, I don't know, guys.
I don't
It's
know,
just-
guys.
This just
Seems-
feels like fan service to me.
Just fan service. These are two
They
straight
probably had a
boys.
script that it told them to say that.
Yep, those are.
You know, right after talking about their farts.
Yeah, that's clearly
Somebody,
two very heterosexual men pretending for the camera. That's what's happening.
they wrote down. They were like, "Let's get a script together. First, we'll
They
have
had a
them talk
script
about their
meeting.
comfort
Yep,
with their farts because
the
that feels
writing room.
and then they'll just slip in this whole we're not celebrities, we're lovers. And what does he say
หลุดมา
after?
แล้วเนี่ยรัก
You let the secret slip.
กันจริงเปล่ารักกันจริงครับ
As he looks at the camera.
Literally directly to the camera. We
Billy?
really love each other. Like,
Billy has been on such a mission to make it clear for so long. I can, slow clap, Billy.
he stands on business, and I respect that.
He does.
He don't play.
And he was like, no, babe, we're doing this. I feel like there's a piece of him that knew that once Babe knew it was okay to him, it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like each couple, I think the problem people have is everybody wants everybody to act the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think everybody's relationship is different, where they are in their career is different, their goals are different, their comfort level with society is different,
Yeah.
But I also don't like the shaming that gets put around it, or the expectation. This is how you must be if you want to be accepted as a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't like that either. I think that's gotten so out of hand. And like, just because Billy and Babe have chosen this path doesn't make them better or worse than somebody else who chooses a different path. But there are clearly people who are navigating this in front of us right now. There is no denying that we are watching multiple people in relationships navigating how they speak to us about it right now.
And some of them are choosing to be very loud about it. Some of them are taking the Billy and Babe route. Some of them are just straight up to the camera. We really love each other. Like,
then you've got
but just because
sorry.
But just because someone doesn't choose to take that route doesn't make their relationship any less valid.
Right. Because Tahu Off-Road are clear, but they're not direct.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the difference. That's the only difference between this that I see. Tahu Off-Road are clear, but they're not direct. Also, there's like, people are constantly trying to pit them all against each other to like say my couple's better than your couple.
Yeah, that comes with the fandom nonsense, where it's
ridiculous.
You got to stay in your couple, and anybody else who isn't your couple is clearly your couple. Clearly your couple is real, and everybody else is just fans.
That is so weird. It is such a weird. It weirds me out, man.
Such a weird and toxic way to look at things.
Yeah,
because they are all different people. People react to different things different ways, and they're also in just vastly different like climates with their work culture. Like, you cannot compare Down Off-Road, who like are basically running their own company at this point, right? They have their own shtick. That's their thing. So they're under their own rules. To like somebody who's under GMMTV, who like very strict rules and like guidelines that they have to follow. Like, you can't compare those two things because they're vastly different circumstances. That does not make either better. Different.
Yin War, Max Nat, not the same. Not because they're different people, but because their circumstance. They different people, different contracts, different goals. I'm gonna say, depending on where you're trying to get in your career, I think BL fans do not understand the weight of actually being an out actor. You can play with it within the BL couple. You can walk that line. You can be as direct as you want to be. But once you tip Kuhart scale and say, I am a gay man, it is a very different
thing. Infinitely more difficult to find work.
And not just in Thailand. It is, if you want to do international work, there's this assumption that being out makes it. They're in Asia. They are not in the West. They're in Asia. There are many Asian countries that are not very open, or willing or to work with you. And a huge part of their work is travel, is concerts, it's all that.
Concerts,
So
fan meets, all this stuff that if you're actively out, it might be more difficult for you to go places and do these things.
Right. So it is commendable for the people who stand on business and say who they are and own who they are, but it is not. It should not be expected.
And you have to look at these people's circumstances, because we have to acknowledge the privilege that's in the room. Look at Billy's life. Look at Billy's life. If they never got another acting role, Billy and Babe would be fine.
And they literally said it. That beach conversation to me was pivotal in everything, because they were like, maybe this doesn't work out. And honestly, it's really interesting. They would be fine financially, yes. But I think even Babe would be fine on his own, because he's made it very clear, I've failed and failed time and time again. And I just moved to the net. He basically was like, I'm resilient. You can't stop me. You try to stop me here, I'm going to go there. I'm going to be okay. And so both of them have, but the privilege helps.
Yeah, because there is that safety net. If they never got another another mainstream acting role, they have that safety net of, to fall back on, and they could do like full-time vlogs where it's on their own terms. They could move into that space and they would be okay, because they would have time to set up like the things that they need to function under that, because they have that safety net, where there are a lot of pairs who don't have that. They are working to support their family. Like Jung is out there supporting his family. You got, oh God, Longley is out there doing he takes every job that man can get. Like, there are some people who don't have that safety net to be as loud and out as they want to be.
Yeah. And I think I won't even hinge it on whether they're in relationship or not, but just how they communicate who they are, period, is not an easy choice. That I just really hate the value people put on the actors based on whether they're out and loud or not. Like, that is such a toxic way to think and treat these people. If we can't do that, like, they got to do what they got to do.
Did we learn nothing from the Heartstopper kid?
Yeah, no, people did it. I've brought that up many times.
Grabbed by the throat and pulled out of the closet.
There are people that think that that's just how it should be. You don't get to hide. It's not fair. It's not fair. That there are people who legitimately feel that way.
I don't understand that mentality.
I don't either.
Because when it comes to coming out, like, it doesn't matter what your financial status, what your job is, what any of that is. The first thing you need to do, check off the box when you come out, is, if I do this, will I be safe? Like, full stop. So that mentality, I don't understand it. There's a
lot of people who are pissed. They don't like that celebrity can be in a closet. They don't like any of that. And then there's the other thing I always say. It's like, y'all assume some of these people are in the closet just because you don't know. They're just not public I think people have a hard time separating being in the public eye and what they do when they leave the office that is work. Some of these people are very out in their families, with their friends. There's no I like to compare it to the organist at my church, or her brother. He sang in the choir, and he came in every day, sang in the choir. In church, when he walked in the door, he was straight, and everybody treated him like he was straight. And then once my sister came out and started going to like neighborhood parties, the first time she encountered him in his not straight space, she got invited to it. He's much older. But he was like, I guess, like the gay uncle that took care of everybody.
Mhm.
And so she got invited to a party at his house. She didn't even know it's his party. She comes in, half the people at our church are there at his very gay party at his house. But
Mhm.
everyone pretended when they walked into church. Like it was this collective, in this space you're this, in this space you're this. And it I can see that being the case in a lot of these spaces where they're not really closeted, you just don't get to know.
It's
And I
just
think
you
that's
don't
the
talk
thing.
about it.
Yeah. So whatever like value they put on whether you're out or not, like these people are out in their regular everyday lives. I feel like we can't talk in code with Billy and Babe because they've let us in so much. And we said it that episode. There was no shock in Billy's family at all that he was bringing Babe home.
Mhm.
That should tell you everything you need to know. No one was like, a man. No one.
I'm gonna hold y'all's hand when I say this. That's not the first boy Billy's brought home.
It's very clear. It's very clear.
That's
Unless
just
they're
what
all
it is.
Oscar-winning actors who concocted up this.
Unless you got his 90-year-old grandpa in the damn writer's room learning his lines. I need y'all to check yourselves. I need y'all to check yourselves because you're losing it. You got his 90-year-old grandpa out here. Now, what was that I'm supposed to say again? We're gonna tell the Raven story.
Grandma telling Billy Babe he's pretty and wanting him to sit right next to her.
Mm-hmm. Telling him he's her favorite grandson. Like,
is that what we're doing?
I always say
did all their family get the because this is public. Everybody saw this.
Mm-hmm.
Did everybody get the memo that they were all supposed to be complicit? If someone runs into one of his cousins, are they supposed to be like, yeah, no, right, that's his boyfriend? No one wrote my lines. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing?
That is one of my first indicator is if I see the family start getting involved, I'm like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing.
Like, and I was saying when we say involved, we mean integral to everything.
Yeah.
Like really inserting themselves in a lot of different ways and being fully on board with everything and outside of work.
Mm-hmm.
Where they're coming over for dinner and da 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 da. And I know friendships can have all of that, but if they spoke as they were friends, that would be different. Nobody in Billy's family treated them like they were friends. Nobody did. His mother is so loud. His mom is just basically like, it's done. Billy's mom is like, it's done. This is it. This is what we're doing.
They went to like a family holiday together. Just the mom, the dad, Billy, and Babe went to like a family holiday together. Like, what? You don't take your buddy to Easter. You don't.
Oh, and then the comment section was like, the comment section was like, no, his like great so-and-so like was like the leader of the set. Like they were connected familially to that whole event. Like that's the kind of level of like rich he is and his family history is. So they didn't just go as like people who lived in that town. Like they're sitting in that section for a reason. Like then that's their town. That's where he grew up. That's
their home.
People.
That's their home. That's his people. Those are the people he grew up with.
Bringing somebody home to meet your family is no small thing. I know people have strong feelings one way or another about Xenu, but I tell you, that's the moment where I was like, oh, when he hadn't been home himself in 5 years, and he brings Nunu there, and director office pissed because never brought me here. I will never forget that in the airport. He was in his feelings. That was not acting. He is not an actor. That man was in his feelings and said, "You never brought me here, but now we're here. Nunu's with me." And I was like, "Oh, I don't think we should be in this conversation. Cut the cameras. Cut them.
Should we?
Cut the cameras."
No.
Like that's. I feel like there's these moments of like when like little thing like they were doing their press conferencey thing, Bilkin and PP last week, and they were talking about gifts and they were joking about a ring, but it was a joke. It was a joke about a ring, and PP would or Bilkin said something like, "Oh, any gift will be good," because they joke about the ring and then they say any gift, and their whole family was on the side of the stage, and PP's dad does this. He's like, "No, ring." And he did twice, and he was like, "Nah, I've never seen that man bring attention to himself. I've been following them for years. I've never seen him bring attention to himself, do it in a crowd that size, and directly say, 'No, my son wants that ring.'" To the point where Bilkin was like, "Ha ha ha, ha." Come on, guys. These are not like, this is like natural things that are happening. And I do think it's in line. We're seeing people be louder as marriage equality has come into play. We all predicted that would happen. And I think now with Songkran and everything else, that's what we're seeing.
The industry is getting gayer. It just is.
It really is.
Most of these people at this point are people who were raised with BL. Like the people who are coming into it now are people who were raised with BL. Like,
if you watch the littles and like the littles that were in Lovesick and the littles that are in Boys in Love, they're over the moon. They love what they're doing. They're not like, "Oh God, we're in a gay show." That's like the way people treat this. Like it's their hidden shame, and they're like, "Oh, I can't believe I'm in a BL." Like none of them are acting like that. Like that is projection at this point. Lil Aston and Shokan absolutely love everything they're doing. They are having the time of their lives.
Having the time of their lives.
They're
just
adorable.
So much, constantly having fun, like flirting and playing on live and like chatting, but they are having the time of their lives. They are having so much fun.
And if you watch and they're also very clear, like they're clear what they want. Aston in the live yesterday, he was like, I think what people can't reconcile is it is also work. So there is a level of like, yes, they need to market it themselves. That does not make them dishonest or like awful or all this or shameful or any of those things. It is work too. He was on a live and he was like, "You guys decide whether Shokan and I keep working together." He said that. And he's like, you have to trend, you have to push it. He's like, "I would like to stay with him, but you all, it's in your hands. If we can't get momentum, I don't know if I'll be able to do that." But he made it very clear his preference moving forward is to have Shokan as a partner. And that's another thing. Everyone asks, like, all of these pairs don't want to be pairs. And I'm sure they don't. We've seen that now. The ones who don't want to be pairs are not staying pairs. That's the new world we're in. They're getting out of them contracts and they're moving on. So I just feel like, I feel like people are creating stories now instead of like, actually, these two can't tell us they love each other every week.
They are consistently saying what they are. Like, they are not stuttering. They're consistently being like, "Yeah, this is what's happening." And at some point, you just have to be like, "Okay." You can't just continue to be obstinate, or you just kind of look like a dumbass. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you do. It's ridiculous. Like, how long can you ignore these guys? How long can you just, because you're afraid you're wrong? If we're wrong, okay, that was wild.
Okay.
That was some pretty intricate work. and you still mirrored a happy relationship. Somebody out there got to see what a healthy, happy relationship looks like. So I don't even think it's still harmful in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
We have soapboxed for quite some time.
I mean, I feel like we're 50 minutes into this video. If you're still here, we are definitively preaching to the choir.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, choir, how you doing?
Hey, choir, how you doing?
My altos, my sopranos, some basses over there. They're like, we have the song. When do we get to sing?
Go forth and sing it.
All right. We'll let them go. We'll stop fussing at them. This was a good episode. I mean, actually, it was really kind of like a very chill episode.
It was it was a very chill episode. They showed us told us a little bit about the behind the scenes of the sign, which was kind of fun to learn. Like, also, it was very fun to see, like, like they're acting like they're in like the middle of the forest and there's a line of houses right there.
Really nice houses.
Like nice houses. Just right there, like 10 feet away. And then we had a meal with them where it looked like Billy wasn't super on board at the beginning, but I think he got there.
He crushed it. He
got there. He definitely got there. But it definitely looked at the beginning like he was like, I'm not super sold on this. I think he was afraid it was going to be spicy is what was happening. Because he does not do spicy food. I think he was afraid things were going to be spicy.
And I think the smell turned him off because he said it really smells. You can really smell that fermented fish.
that like fermented twice. Fish sauce.
Yeah, and then he like sniffed it, but it wasn't like a it was like a
It wasn't a it was a
Yeah. And in the end, yeah, he did. You knew he ate that chicken. He said,
yeah, that chicken. He was like,
good.
Okay, I found it.
And even in the end, he said, I ate so much chicken. So I think he really leaned. I think he ate the other stuff, but the chicken was where it was at.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
See y'all next week.
See you guys next week. Oh, wait. Now I'll see you next week. Bye.